Alright, so this is a vlog that I got inspired to do earlier today. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because it's definitely a common problem, and I'm sure others can relate. If you're like me, to keep it real simple, it's going to be one of those where I want it to be a short vlog, but it's probably going to end up being long, trust me. But if you're like me, there's a couple of reasons why you don't speed. Alright? And obviously the obvious ones, you know, and no in particular order, but I'm just going to list it, is obviously the speed. There's obviously a potential for a crash. And that's probably the most devastating one, or it could be the most devastating one. You know, it's just not worth it. And, it's, you know, even sometimes you don't have to speed and you can still get into backs because someone else speeds. But you're going to control how you drive. So you gotta understand when you're driving on the road, because this is alright. So here's a problem: people get upset at other people when they drive the speed limit. All right, if I cruise control it at 55 miles an hour, look how many cars are passing me, and you'll see the speed limit is 55, and I'm doing cruise control on 55, and there's cars passing me. Now, earlier today, you know, I'm in this lane because I don't like to, you know. Doing the speed limit is considered slow to many other people, so I have to be in the far right lane just to avoid anybody, you know, getting potential road rage. But it's like, damn you do, damn you don't, because I was in this lane and the cars merging on. Now, again, in New York State, there's no law that says you have to move over or slow down for oncoming traffic. Now, so I kept the same distance because it's on cruise control. And when I merge on highways and I get off, I don't expect cars to slow down. I merge on at a speed. So if a car's going to consistent speed, I understand that, you know, I have to either go slow or faster, depending on how fast the car's going. Why should the cars have to work on this lane have to worry about every entrance if they have to slow down or not? Why can't I just cruise control it? Now, I don't like putting cruise control on the middle lane, because middle lane now you got to worry about cars on both sides. And if I go in the left lane, which is my preferred the lane I would love to be in, but if I go in the left lane, then I would have to worry about cars tailgating because they're upset because I want to do the speed limit and I don't want to break the law like everybody else. Okay, so alright, so now, so if you're in the right lane, I just want, please tell me, you know, because it seems like it's not just the average, I mean, it's not just the rare, you know, Joe who wants to like speed and be an a-hole. It seems like even average people who do obey most laws, but still get annoyed at the fact that you're driving, you know, in the right lane, and you know you're still going slow to them. So alright, so a couple of reasons. One, you have to understand, you know, where the mindset is. They may be old, you know, that's the typical one. People usually drive slow if they're old, and we get it. It's one of those where you're driving in a rush, you know. I mean, even I've been through it, but you know, I don't like get road rage and mad at them. This person got upset at me. Like, I looked over and they had that look like they were saying something, you don't know what, but you could just look at the facial expression and it wasn't good. You know, like, I'm already in the right lane. You know, I'm not in the far left lane, you know, driving the speed limit, even though that's nothing wrong with that. You're not supposed to go over the speed limit. You can get a ticket for that. You know? So, number one, obviously, is safety. You don't want to get in an accident. Number two, most of these roads up here, there's deers. I don't want to hit a deer. I heard stories of how cars got totaled because they hit a deer. I don't want that. That's another reason why I hesitate driving at night in the right lane. Even in the daytime, I see deers. But that's another reason why I hesitate and I drive the actual speed limit, you know. Instead of like, you know, oh, let me just go a little 5 over, a little 10 over. It's like, nah, I'm going to do the least possible without being that car that's doing 40 on the 55 on the right lane. Because, you know, even though there's nothing wrong with that unless there's a minimum speed limit, still, you you tend not, you know what I mean? You don't want to be that driver, you know, even though there's nothing wrong with it. So the third reason is ticket. You speed, you know, they'll give you a ticket. I don't need to give the government any. Look, I work a typical 9-to-5 job, and they take the typical taxes. I don't need to give the government any more of my salary. You know, I work hard for money. I don't need to give the government any more than what they're ready to take out. So these tickets are not worth it. They could get pricey for what I understand. Thank God I never got one. But they could get pricey from what I heard. And then there's like points on your license, and then your insurance goes up. I don't need that. Who needs that? So those are 3 good reasons, right? There's obviously other reasons, but those are the main ones. And you have to understand, if you're the type of driver that, you know, just a slow driver and you're getting upset, just think about it. Think about those 3 things. Maybe those 3 things apply. Either one of those, to me, are valid reasons for someone to drive slow, and you should be understanding, to be honest. It's, you know, I remember this lane closes off. So yeah, you just please be mindful of those drivers, because it really, you know, you're thinking, oh, he's being an a-hole. No, he's not. He's just, you know, maybe one of those 3 apply. Put it like that. And if you are one of those drivers, please tell me why. What's your justification for doing that? Why, you know, why you get upset? Ask yourself that question. Why is it that I'm upset at this driver because he's going 55? Even if, all right, put it like this, even if he was in a left lane doing 55, so what? He doesn't, you know, like, you know, it's like I said, damn you do, damn no. You could be, no matter which lane, you know. It's like, if I'm going to get heat from the right lane, I might as well drive in the lane that I really want to drive on. To me, it's the safest. I don't have to worry about deers. I don't have to worry about cars merging in from the thing, and then I have to worry about cars on my left and right. In the left lane, all you got to do is worry about the cars on your right, and technically cars are going faster, so, you know, you don't have to worry about slowing down because the car in front of you. So, to me, the left lane is the best lane, but I'm being a little considerate, and I don't want to be that driver, you know, in the left lane doing the speed limit, right? It doesn't make sense, but it makes sense. You know, it's like, even though 1 mile above speed limit, you can get a ticket, and people always do that. If I cruise control exactly the speed limit on the left lane, you'll get people probably tailgating, going around, cutting close, cut in front of you close because they're upset. Maybe even brake checking you. You know, it's not worth it. Anyway, that's it. That's all I want to say. I wanted to rant. I told you I was going to stay a little longer than I usually do my videos. Or actually, my videos are kind of long. Like and share, subscribe, and leave a comment. And, you know, tell me what you guys think. Take care.